Hey, this is Regeline Sabat, also known as Gigi. Joining me tonight is Dr. Angelica. Dr. Angelica, thank you so much for joining me today. So excited.
I'm so excited to be here too. I've been looking forward to meeting you again and being on your platform because, we have a lot in common.
Yes, ma'am, we do. And the holidays are coming up. It's so exciting. So many fun things to discuss.
Absolutely. I'm just wondering, what are people getting ready to do during the holidays, because it's that merry time. Are they feeling the joy? Are they listening to the jingles, and getting ready to be in the spirit of giving and receiving?
Of course, that's right. I know you have some folks who are very cheery and very excited, very ready, for the holidays. But then there's those who are, their mindset is still focused on COVID and how it's affecting them and what they're doing. But I'm here to tell you, you're not your circumstances or what's you're surrounded by. You can be successful during this time, even with COVID, and you can have a good time. You can enjoy the holidays, even with COVID.
Absolutely. Even with COVID being around, like, people need to know that they're going to find the joy inside them, right? So
Right.
I guess let's put the question out there. What are they going to do to find that joy during these next 2 weeks? What are they going to do to find joy within themselves? Because if they're waiting for somebody else to make them happy, I don't think it's going to happen, right, Gigi? They're going to miss the boat.
That's right. That's
Hmm.
right. That's right.
So
So that's a great question to the audience. What are you going to do to find joy?
exactly. So, I'm sorry, my dogs are going crazy. Even my dogs are finding joy. Listen to that.
Not a problem. But yes, I love what the topic of discussion right now, especially finding joy during, COVID when the holidays are coming up. What do you do? And I'm telling you here as well, you have to continue to move forward no matter what. So what COVID is happening, that doesn't mean you end your life. Your life
Exactly.
doesn't stop.
No, Francesca's there, Dr. Francesca. Hey, she says, yes, find that joy. And everybody can find that joy. And you know what? My brother has COVID. My two sisters had COVID. And yes, it's scary times, scary moments. But one thing that I have to say, Gigi, is that COVID pushed us to go within, right? And to stay home. And I think this is a great opportunity to find ourselves, reclaim ourselves, and find that new purpose. Like, what are we going to do different? How are we going to do things differently? Especially now in the holidays, they're coming. Like, what are you going to do different? Because they might not have all this family like we're used to, but can they have like a Zoom awesomeness event with their family? Just like we did. We had a global virtual retreat, right?
That's
And
right.
we connected with people across the world. So what can people do to have a Zoom awesomeness event during the holidays?
That's right. They have to shift their mindset from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. And again, just stop focusing on what's wrong outside of their environment right now, because you can't control that. You just can't control the natural disaster. You have to continue to move forward with your life.
Exactly. That's what they're going to have to do. They have to be able to
Hey, Grady.
so, if you're out there and you're listening to us, tell us how you are going to have fun during the holidays. How are you going to find that joy? He says showing up for yourself during the holidays. That is an excellent idea, that you show up and you're present, right?
Right.
In your body, like, you actually sit with, because this is a tendency that is happening most of the time. You're with your family, I'm with my kids, and then we're all like, we forget the connection, because technology has taken a lot away from us, that human connection. They're texting me instead of saying yes in the room. So how, even if this is happening with our children or our friends, How can we turn it into engagement?
Yes.
Those are the questions.
You have to find something exciting to do during that time. There's so many things you could do. You have to just find that. And I mean, you have games you can that are interactive, so many things that you can do with your loved ones. I mean, you just really have to look for it. And it's right in front of you most of the time. It's right in front of you.
It is. I don't know. I wonder if people out there that are listening to us, if you have like a favorite game that you play with your family. I like Jenga. I don't know about you. We have like the big blocks and we put
Oh, it's fun.
and it's so much fun because it's intense. Like you're just waiting, right, for that moment for the blocks to fall down and see who's gonna mess it all up. And it's the time that it's okay to mess up, right?
Right.
Laugh about it. Say I'm going to have fun by making people laugh by singing Christmas carols in my own words. I love that. That's what Gigi. I was telling Gigi, hey Gigi, let's sing.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
The red-nosed reindeer. That's very fun. Hey, Grady.
Let's play some Christmas
Yeah,
music.
let's play some music because I'm not a vocalist, especially today. Like my throat was hurting, and then it was like that yucky feeling, right? But then look at me, I'm here trying to make it fun and really engage with you and your audience because I think it's about joy, finding that joy within yourselves. I think that is like the most valuable gift that life gives us. So
That's
how
right.
do we unwrap it? How do we unwrap that gift, that Christmas joy, right?
That's right.
For our lives. How do we do
That's right.
that?
Well, how we do that? I have some music.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I used to love these Christmas songs.
Yes, and that's how we find joy. You just have to enjoy life. Life is too short to stress. It's too short.
It is. It's like, come on, guys, whoever's out there, if you're stressing right now, like I know you probably have a loved one that you want them to love you. You probably, or you might have somebody that does love you, or you might have somebody that you want them to love you, or you might desire a house, right, or a car, or this money. And listen, you're not going to get it until you believe it, and it's really created inside you. Like it has to happen inside your brain, inside your cells, inside your whole DNA before it actually manifests. Because I'm going to tell you the secret. It already exists. It's already living out there waiting for you to be ready to receive it. But sometimes we're not ready, Gigi. Sometimes people desire something so bad, but there's something inside them that's saying, I'm not ready yet. But not until something tragic happens, like cancer, because you are going to have like a super great panel with amazing speakers, right?
Yes, coming up on Friday, the Global Virtual Panel of Breast Cancer Survivors event is at 10 a.m. Eastern. For those of you listening, make sure to reserve your seat on Eventbrite.
Yes. And you need to show up to this beautiful panel that Gigi is inviting people that have experienced breast cancer. I'm also a breast cancer survivor. And let me tell you, for those of you that are listening, is that for a long time I was dreaming and wishing and wanting and hoping, and I didn't have time. So I would put things for tomorrow, the next year, the following year. And when I finally had cancer, not finally, I had cancer like yay, but when I had it, I had a big insight that I had broken promises that I had made to myself. So what I'm saying is like, don't wait for something tragic to happen for you to say, oh my God, like I'm breaking these promises that I've made to myself. So I want you to like get a journal. Right now, what I'm doing, Gigi, I don't know if you've seen and Discover Your Inner Healer, what I'm doing is writing questions every day. And I'm really challenging people to get a journal because we're what? 3 weeks away from the 2021. So if we can get people ready, just like you are in this amazing panel where people will tell their story, and we begin to get people ready for 2021, and they dive deep inside with questions, because the brain works best and will answer the questions that we have a lot easier. But before we go to sleep, we have to ask the question, and then we'll have insights during the day, or we'll listen to a song, or somebody will answer, and you're like, oh my God, like, how did they know I asked this question? Well, because you put the question out, right?
That's
But
right.
if we don't ask the right question and we just say, well, why? Sometimes people that do believe in God say, well, God doesn't love me. They blame God for the things that we're not accepting. And I know I'm getting like really deep right now,
No, but I
but
love that because you raise a great point. But people can't blame God for issues that happen in their lives. You have to take personal responsibility of your life and again, what happened, but you have to overcome and understand that God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9 states, haven't I commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid or discouraged, for your Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So again, I will tell you, God is with you. Do not give up and always have God first place in your life. Hence the title of my second book, God First. We wouldn't have all the issues we have in society if people were to put God back in his proper place, which is first.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I think that's really important, that instead of blaming him, that we put him like first, and it's by asking these powerful questions, like I think yesterday I put like, how is the perfectionist stopping you or limiting you from achieving what you want? Because sometimes we do have these archetypal behaviors, personalities, identities that stop us, that we identify with, like, oh, no, 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 it's not perfect yet. So we don't show up, right? Or I don't have that. We're talking about joy. I don't have the love of my life, so I can't be happy yet. Well, why not? How about if you're very jolly and very happy, and people see that in you because you're vibrating it. And then when people see you, they're like, I want him or her, right? Because they're so happy. It's like when they go to the store, they're picking.
That's right. You have to love yourself first and foremost.
Absolutely. So there's just a lot of, I think during this COVID time and during the holidays, it's time to really go within, and you find your answers within, you know.
That's right. Yes, and get quiet and listen to God. Listen to him. He's speaking to you. Listen to him. And again, there are so many opportunities in this time, especially, during COVID. There's so many opportunities. And yes, we have the holidays coming up. Enjoy the holidays, but then don't give up and say, "Oh, well, the holidays just happened, so I need to stop my life." Again, that's the biggest thing I'm finding. The biggest issue, people are stopping their lives after the holidays are coming up or after they have passed. It doesn't matter if there's a gap between Christmas and New Year's. That doesn't mean that you stop and you wait till the new year to begin something. No, you start now and then you continue it as the new year progresses.
Absolutely. And I think what happened to me during this time, it happened to you too, because I see you publishing books, and they're being born, right? And they're being manifested in the world. And the same thing with me, during COVID, I wrote a book, De Cero al Éxito, which is from zero to success.
And
And
it hit
that,
bestseller. Congratulations.
yes, and
Number one.
yay. But you see, it was that I took advantage of this time instead of moping and saying, oh, I can't go out there, I can't hang out with friends, I can't do this. It was like, what can I do because I'm here?
That's right.
Locked up, right? So it was not only writing a book, it was connecting with 18 authors across the world. And everything has been, you know what, I'm going to do it in a bigger scale and take advantage that we can connect with people all over the world right now. It's like we can't, but we can.
That's
I mean,
right.
it's like, so how
Yes,
amazing.
ma'am. and you have to be able to pivot. I was just on a panel recently discussing that. How has COVID affected your business? Here's the thing. When COVID hit, we had to pivot no matter what. There's people that are still waiting to hold conferences because they're so used to doing it in one way, in person. What did you do, Angelica? And what did I do? We have gone virtual because why? We pivoted. We saw an issue and we said, oh no, we're not going to let this stop us or affect our business. We're going to continue because we understand that there are people who need help right now. There are people who need help.
Absolutely. And then being able to reach the masses, you know, it's not about our little town anymore, our little community. It's about how do we help the world. So it's really going out in a bigger way. And that's what COVID has done for you and me. And I know that it's done that for a lot of people. So it's like it's not over. It's still there. So the opportunity is there to tap into your inner gift, right?
Right.
And then being able to wrap it up for people and make it elegant and make it sexy so that when they see this gift that you're handing them, so that they can say, wow, I want that too. I want that too. And then they're able to open it up for themselves and know that greatness is there, because that's like I was able to get in touch with the best version of me during these times, you know? And even when I experienced cancer and I was coming out of it, it was like, if I'm going to live, I'm going to be that best and tap into the best version of me and tap into my greatness, you know, whatever that is. And sometimes you feel uncomfortable doing it because you think, what are people going to say? How about if I fail? Well, so what, right, Gigi? Like, so what if you do fail?
Amen. That's right. You fail forward. I mean, hey, if I didn't fail, I wouldn't have a successful business right now. I wouldn't have written 2 books if I didn't fail. And what I mean by that is because I never gave up. I kept going. So here's the thing. They say Mary Morrissey says something amazing. Everything is created twice. And here's the thing. My business was created twice. The business plan was created twice. So essentially, just because something didn't work out, that doesn't mean it's over. It's the end. It's not the end. You get back up and you keep fighting.
Right. You have to keep fighting. So, hey, look at Sadie. Sadie's there.
Hey, Sadie.
Best cook in the world. Like Sadie, I have to say she's the best cook. And let me tell you, like I'm telling everybody, I tell Sadie, go and create a YouTube because she's the queen of the kitchen, you know.
Oh,
I
wow.
consider myself the queen of connections, and I really tell Sadie, you are the queen of the kitchen, and she needs to create a recipe blog because she is an amazing cook. And I know that people out there have beautiful talents. And let's do something, people out there. You know, if you're listening to us, even if it's the replay, look, she says she's making enchiladas. I'm gonna run into her kitchen right now.
I'm a pescatarian. Remember that. Take out the
I know. But like, how can you, I think the other question, Gigi, that we have to put out there is like, how can you encourage someone to step into their greatness, you know? Just like we are with Sadie. Like, I know Sadie's special gifts, and I know that people out there see somebody else's gift, right? And talent. Right. So how can we tell them and encourage them to step into it?
Essentially what I do in regards to life coaching with my clients is I find out where they are and where they want to be. And I need to help them understand where they are now, because they have to know where they are now as well, so that they can get to where they want to be and to achieve their goals, because it is possible. They need to also hear that it's possible, because a lot of times they're being told you can't do this and you can't do that. And that's another topic that we need to discuss. Not letting people put limiting beliefs on you.
Exactly. I think that that's one of the greatest fears and doubts. And that's why they hold people, because they share their dreams with someone who doesn't believe in them. And then they say, well, that's a stupid idea, or why would you do that? Like, who's going to buy now? And then you believe it. You believe it. And I'm here to tell you, like, I have the Supercharger business. Like, to get people ready and step into their greatness. And not only that, I help them step into their story, like the story that they're repeating over and over and over again. Like, for example, if they experience cancer, or if they experience like bankruptcy or some big challenge in their life. And then I help them take that story and dive deep and do a breakthrough, so that they could really kind of rip and recognize those emotions and beliefs that are holding them to their old self, and keeping them stuck. And once we do that, we write a book together. We write a book together. I teach them how to create a micro offer. I teach them how to have an opt-in page, how to have everything they need. And then I put them on my virtual stage, right? I put them on my virtual stage where we hold an event together with this book. So they just have to believe in themselves, because we all have old stories. But how do you take that old story and turn it into a nugget? Right?
That's right. But they have to understand what happened to them, and they can't blame themselves, because too often individuals blame themselves for something that happens to them. And what happens is they go into depression, they have anxiety, or they live in fear. Those three things right there, and there's more, right? Keep people in a place of being stagnant. So there's no growth, but you have to be able to grow. Growth is truly the beauty of life.
Exactly. Either you grow or you glow. So what do you choose to do? Do you want to grow? And it's okay to grow, right?
That's right.
And what happens when we have our plants? I'm not a gardener, because they would always die, but I'm getting better. And I had somebody plant some plants in the front. But what happens in February and in March, we begin to kind of, everything that's dying, we peel it away, and so that we help it bloom, right?
That's right.
Bloom. And that's what you and I do with our clients and our customers, is that we see them as a whole, and then we help them peel those little layers that had dried up, so that they can begin to grow, and then they can feel that they're actually glowing again. Because that's the beauty of life. I mean, look at people's eyes. When you see their eyes, you could see their glow, right? Because you see them. We see you.
It's the window to the soul, your eyes.
Absolutely. But sometimes they're not glowing because there's so much sadness or the depression. I mean, we just finished talking in a panel that you had about domestic violence, because it's real. It's real. Like, excuse the word, like, shit happens. Things happen in life.
That's right.
But you have to be willing to ask for help. You have to be willing. I mean, you're going to find Gigi, you're going to find me, you can find other people that you resonate with and you feel attracted to, so that you can really begin to glow. And she's going to have a panel, so you need to go to her panel. And she has amazing speakers. Who's going to be on your panel? The breast survivors.
Of course, we have amazing speakers such as yourself sharing your story. And I'm so excited to hear more about your story. I know you'll be going in depth about that. And then we also have Lindy Elridge, Michelle Hoskins, Michelle Maras. We have so many great speakers coming out to talk about breast cancer and raise awareness about it. And also the education aspect. This is going to be a survivor's resource training. You're going to hear from survivors themselves from breast cancer, and Dr. Angelica will be one of them. So make sure to reserve your seat today. It's on Eventbrite.
Yes. So you need to take advantage. And not only do you need to take advantage, but the secret is when you refer it out, when you tell, people tell you a secret and they're like, don't tell anybody. Right? Don't tell anybody. But we want you to go tell people. We want you to go share this message. We want you to like and tell people, because before, people would be able to suffer alone. And now you don't have to do that anymore. You have groups like Gigi, hosting this amazing panel where we hold people's space through our stories, and we inspire hope so that they don't give up. They don't give up. And that's exactly what we want to do with people. If you know people are experiencing breast cancer, I think that you invite them. You invite them to this amazing event so that we bring hope into their hearts.
That's right. And it doesn't just end there. We have the discussion group afterwards. For example, when we had the domestic violence event, we had the discussion group afterwards that they became a part of. And also the sexual assault, we have the discussion group, and we have one for breast cancer now. So this doesn't stop after the event. The discussion will continue. So if you have any questions, you will be able to ask them to amazing leaders that are also survivors. What better place to be in a safe environment where you can ask leaders who have survived breast cancer themselves to ask those questions?
Exactly. Exactly. Because I know that when I had cancer, and it was like I was in shock, Gigi, when they told me, and it was like, you always feel like it's like in a dream, and then it hits you. Sometimes it doesn't hit you right away, but when it does hit you and you're like, you feel that your whole world is going to tumble in front of you. I can honestly tell you that these groups that are being created right now, like with Gigi, it's like your world will be held by sheroes and heroes that have gone through it, and they're holding your space. They're holding you so that if you do fall, because you might fall, we're there just to hold you, hold
Amen.
you when you fall.
Yes, and speaking of holding and helping others, I love what you did with your Discover Your Inner Healer event. It was very empowering, and it helped so many people overcome. Now, can you tell us more about the replays that you have available?
Yes. Okay, we have 39 amazing speakers, plus we had surprise special guests. We had Forbes Riley, we had Bill Walsh, we had Joe Vitale as one of the speakers, and we even had Dr. Freddie Ben, right? So we had amazing sheroes around the world that told their story, but not only did they tell their story, they were helping people discover their inner healer, right? To dive deep, to begin to heal. And I can tell you that one of my loved ones, which is my niece, I had been telling her things, and she was in this dark place, and she attended, and I was fearing for her, but she attended, and when she heard everybody speak, she even created a video. Like, that's not even her. She's not like a Facebook Live person. It's like she's always behind the camera. And she even created a video because it brought her back to life, and it's making her glow again, And not only her, I mean, there's a lot of testimonials out there on how everybody was touching their lives. Everybody says they were talking to me. They were talking directly to me because it was the piece they needed to hear. And I know that right now we're going to have the replays. It's at $29. It's super cheap, but it's not about you paying me. It's not that. It's like what I'm going to do. Let me show you something really quick.
Okay.
We are buying gifts for kids that they're going through chemo, right? So we're buying gifts. People are sending us gifts, right? So it is a great cost. It's not just about giving $29 and saying, oh, I'm spending $29 for myself. No, you're not spending $29 for yourself. You're spending it to dive deep into your healing. Plus, we're buying gifts. Where is it?
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
For kids that are experiencing chemo, and they're here at this hospital, right? And we will be delivering them. We'll post the pictures. We won't be able to give them the gifts personally because of the COVID, but we will drop them off this coming Saturday.
That
so help us raise
funds. Dr. Angelica, that is absolutely amazing. Now, you also have their Supercharge Your Business, Get Ready for 2021. Tell us about that.
Well, in the Supercharge Your Business, this is like I love this so much because this one I will have like a weekend retreat. I'm only going to have 20 people registered, not more than 20. It's very limited because it's very personalized. It's very deep. We select a story that has really affected your life. And then we find the golden nuggets and we cleanse it and we turn it into a process. I teach you and position you on how to go out into the world and tell your message. And not only that, I do certain processes with you so that you can actually heal any residue that's still there. And I put you on my stage, on my virtual stage, where we're going to have an event in 2021. And we invite people around the world where you share your story. And I teach you how to do a micro offer. I mean, it's an amazing time because we supercharge your business. If you've been wanting to write a book and you feel like, I don't know how this would be a time to do it. Or if you have written a book, but you want to be on my stage, like most of the time, I do have fees, right? And then there's times I don't. I do what I did with Discover Your Inner Healer. But in this one, there is a fee, but we package everything up and then we put you out into the virtual world. And I have a system on how to do that. And I teach you my super formulas.
That is fantastic. What is Zoom awesomeness time? Tell us about that.
Well, this is it. It's a Zoom awesomeness time to go virtual and to connect with people around the world. Like if you're not taking advantage of Zoom, right? And
Right.
this is the time to take advantage and make it an awesome experience with people around the world. So connect with us because I think that we're stepping into our superpowers, our super, yeah, heroes are here, sheroes are here.
Yes.
And I think this is the time to connect with us so that you can also glow and help other people glow as well. You know,
That's right. Now is the time. Don't wait till 2021 to start. Don't wait. Do it now. If you can do something today, get it done today. If you can, don't wait till the next day. Too many people say, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow." Then tomorrow comes, you don't do it.
exactly. Mm-hmm. You
Do
don't
it.
do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just have to take one step, even if it's a mini step, but take the step towards anything you desire, anything. So,
That's
um,
right. I have another song as we close here today.
yay!
Are you ready? Guess the song. Can anyone guess it?
What is it? Jingle bell rock, jingle bell ring, one jingle bell.
I don't have a bell, so you have to ring it for us. Yeah, it's so much fun. And I'm telling you, the holidays are coming up. You have to find joy in the journey. So what if there's COVID? So what? Find joy. Find
Mhm.
joy.
I know. Go and hang out with Gigi. Come and hang out with me. And
Yes.
we'll find fun times. You know what? I can't wait for next year that we're out there, and really connect with people and we'll have a lot more fun than we are here.
Yes. This isn't the end. Our next video shall be an ugly sweater day.
Yes, I have an ugly sweater. I was like, do I wear it now or later?
Yes. So we will be back, folks. If you're listening in, we'll be back for another one coming
Yeah,
soon.
but go with your ugly sweater.
Yes.
That's the rule.
Wear your ugly sweater.
I like that. So let's do
Yes.
it.
I love it. Any last comments, Angelica, that you wanted to share with the guests?
No, just want to remind everybody, just unwrap yourself, unwrap who you are. Like just come out of that wrap and be yourself, be the powerful you that you are. And I believe in you, and I see you wherever you're at. I see you, and I hold that space because I know that you're ready. So I just want to tell everybody, send them a kiss and hug them, a virtual hug. So just
Amen.
amazing.
And
Mhm.
let go, let God. Dr. Angelica, do you want to say a prayer for us as we close?
Absolutely. Yes. We're just asking that everybody connect to their inner power, and that is God. God lives and resides within you, and let him shine through your heart so that others can see you, feel you, and know you. And that way that we can connect through the heart center energy of love. So amen, and
Amen.
be blessed.
Amen. Have
Thank
a blessed day, everyone.